It's the NFL on EA Sports. And we'll see the Colts leader at quarterback as he's moved past 3,000 yards passing for the year and looking for more. It's the Colts and the Browns. All that and more coming up next.
First opened back in 2008. There's a look at Lucas Oil Stadium here in downtown Indy. Today we're set for... Charles and I have been looking forward to this one all week, and we are underway from Indianapolis. From his end zone, Isaiah McKenzie. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked out officially at the 21. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. And they are led out there by their mobile quarterback.
And he's had a great season so far throwing the football. Very likely could go over 4,000 yards with a good performance here. And even in an age of passing first, that is no small accomplishment.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Now, quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete from the 21 and 2nd and 10. They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. They're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ballgame.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. Now Watson toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. On 2nd and goal, Watson drops it off for Chubb. They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal. To throw is Watson. And he wisely will throw that one away. York able to send this one through. And the Browns are out to a 3-0 lead. So golden field position there squandered as they can muster only a field goal.
Yeah, you were gifted a 1st-and-goal situation, but I have to give credit to the defense. They were brought out in a really tough situation, so give them credit for holding them to 3. That's a pretty nice accomplishment.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. As the Colts offense makes their way out, we take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. And you can see they'll be the AFC South representative, but for the moment at least, they'd still need to host a wild card game in that first weekend, but not the worst thing in the world.
No, not at all, and you and I both know this about this division. It's been wide open and extremely competitive, and it was again this year. So for a team to come away with the division title and get to the playoffs, you know they'll be battle-tested for their run in January and into February.
The numbers for him from a week ago: 9 catches, 131 yards, and also the score.
And that put him over 1,000 yards for the season. And the benchmark for running backs, 1,000 yards. The same for receivers. When you have that kind of a year, you've had a monster one.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. His first catch, good for 8 and a first down. The Colts at 11-4 now on the year. They come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Kevin Stefanski consulted with his guys above, and they've told him, throw that challenge flag. did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. This one completes Alec Pierce. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12. And a nice milestone reached on that last throw as here late in the season, he goes over 4,000 yards passing.
And he's really thrown the ball well all season long. Had some big games along the way. He's inspired his receiving corps to go out and make plays for him in each and every ball game.
And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. On second down, it's Taylor. Shifts past him at the 45. And he's going to take this down close to a first down at the Browns' 42. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. That's caught by his tight end, Foster Moreau. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a first down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
1st and 10, Taylor now, down to about the 32. The last run got 3, now here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw. The toss here completed to Pittman. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And 3rd and 8 now. This defense for the Browns, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
It completes it to Boyd. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 15-yard line. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to two people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Now this will be swung out wide for Taylor. Just a gain of a couple there. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. They give to Taylor out of the gun. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. They'll drop to throw. They'll get this off to Taylor. And they'll bring him down 1 yard shy after a pickup of 4.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
And Gay knocks this one through, and that will tie us at 3-3. So it's 4th down and 1 in the red zone, but they elect to take just the 3.
And I'm a little bit surprised that that's exactly what they decided to do. I kind of thought that they would go for it in that situation. But sometimes I'm sure you just think to yourself, take the 3 points, put them in your pocket, and move on.
Taking it about the 1. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. A shotgun snap for Watson. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He's got a man, complete. Give him 35 yards there on the 3rd down conversion.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. A give running right is Chubb. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. Going out wide, finds Chubb. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Back to throw, Watson. It's caught, Cooper. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
3-3, a tight one after one on EA Sports. The start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Browns in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They go up the middle with Chubb, and he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. On 2nd and 9, Watson dumps this to his running back, Chubb. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up 1st and goal.
They'll use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
A kicker fest so far, all points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here. Watson to the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. Now they return to the ground game. Chubb, and not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. Give to the fullback. This is Watt. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards.
And sometimes it doesn't matter how big and strong and powerful you are. The defense is going to win an occasional battle, and they did on that one. Stopped it well short of picking up a 1st down.
Watson will step away, and out comes Cade York to handle this 4th down field goal try for the Browns. York able to send this one through. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals at 6-3. So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board. And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done. this a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. He gets this one to Boyd. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. 2nd and 3. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Myles Garrett in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year.
Well, you just knew that these rushers were eager to do that today. Put him on the ground. Their plan? Introduce themselves individually to this rookie quarterback. They said hello in a big way there with a loss of double-digit yards on that sack.
The offense on 3rd down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. They're going to look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out-and-out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
Yeah, maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see. 3rd down, the Colts beefing up the secondary. 6 defensive backs in the game. Watson now to throw. There's another catch by the running back, Nick Chubb. And he is going to have a Browns 1st down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Again, it's Watson. That's complete to Peoples-Jones. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. To throw again on 2nd down. Watson being chased out left. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first.
As he came to the line of scrimmage, he knew he didn't need much to reset the chain, so when he saw the space he needed, no hesitation. He went to the marker and got his guys a 1st down.
2 1st downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. And Chubb will try the middle here. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. And again, it's Chubb. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. And he is going to have a Browns 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the 1st down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Chubb. And he's going to have a 1st down on a gain of about 10, and that'll take us to the 2-minute warning. Here's Watson. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. Looking to throw again on second down. Watson. Chubb fumbled it. And the Colts pick it up. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
I don't know about you, but I'm going to go to the positive side this time. Yeah, there was a fumble at the end of this one, but what a sustained drive. And if they keep stringing those together, you got to like their chances.
And credit the defense, though. You're out there for that long, you start to get tired, but they were able to get the turnover.
Did you just credit the defense?
I like to credit the defense and the offense.
I like you.
And the analysts.
That's perfect.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
Makes it 2nd and 10.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down. On third down, here's Taylor. And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as they'll stop him well short of the yellow line. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. To punt on fourth down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. 46 on his first kick, this one in that neighborhood as well. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The offense trots back out there. Let's turn our focus now to Nick Chubb. A good job in the passing game, decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
Yeah, you can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it. The timing was absolutely true as he caught it working across the field. Plenty of space for him to roam, but notice how he keeps his head on a swivel, looking for defenders who may crop up out of nowhere. That turned into a big play.
He's going to drop this one down for Chubb. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. The final shot before the break, Watson. And that's incomplete. So we've reached halftime here on New Year's Eve. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin just up the road right here in Florida, an AFC South matchup between Tennessee and Jacksonville. And it's the Titans with the lead in the second quarter of play. Russell Gage, 2 touchdown catches on the afternoon. Next, we head up to the Windy City. Check on the Bears at home, Soldier Field. And you can see they trail in that matchup against the Tampa Bay Bucks. Chris Godwin, over 100 yards receiving and a touchdown catch as well. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And they've got the lead in that one over the visiting Atlanta Falcons. Terry McLaurin, a touchdown reception. On now to a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Browns. And their passing game has been the reason why they lead thus far. They've had great success moving the ball through 2 quarters of play. Meanwhile, for the Colts, they did not have quite the same amount of success in the passing game that their counterparts did, as you get a look at the numbers there.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. Taken in at the 3. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Amari Cooper and the rest of the offense heading back out there now. And the previous drive put him up over 1,000 yards for the season. So now it's what you like to refer to, my friend, as gravy time, right?
It is. I mean, he's done it, right? He's accomplished the goal. So the good players, they relax a little, they bask in it. They think this is okay, we've done what we set out to do. The great players decide to push that number as high as they possibly can. I don't expect him to have any let-up in his game the rest of the way.
Great thing if you're on the opposite side. He's such a weapon. He just opens things up for the other guys around him.
Yeah, if you're the opposite receiver, you should expect a few passes to come your way too, because I've got to get coverage in his direction.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it'll be second down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
2nd and 11. Here's Watson. Flushed out right.
Holding offense.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. Well, that run good for 6 yards, but they're still looking up at a 3rd and 15. To throw is Watson. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. He's certainly one of those quarterbacks that can burn you with his mobility, but that time able to hem him in and get him to the ground.
Perfect descriptor right there about how they kept him in the pocket. Excellent job of containment, but they were still able to continue to bring such strong pressure without letting him escape. But how about those guys in the secondary as well? Kept the coverage tight, plastered to the receivers, and left no real options for him to throw it downfield.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally, because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Now they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
5-yard gain on the play. And the Colts first down.
Back to Taylor on 1st down. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. To the right side, complete to Taylor. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. As Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. This is a quarterback that's already in the top 100 all-time in passing yards, but that last throw going to move him past Roger Staubach on the all-time list. Roger Charles at 22,700.
Don't forget, he also won 2 Super Bowls, played from 1969 to 1979. And I would dare say Rodgers' numbers would be larger. But remember, he had a commitment to the Navy, a graduate of the Naval Academy. Back then, you had to serve your 5-year hitch before you could go on and join the NFL.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. On 2nd and 10, Watson. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. They give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
The defense did its job of taking away a quick throw, but that's only half the battle because They've got to get to him before he can make a run for it. A little bit late containing him there, so he makes a nice gain out of a play that looked like it was in trouble.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. They give the Chubb out of the gun, and he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And that was a safety that came through and made the play, but there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker. We see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Now it's Watson. Steps away to his left. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. 7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Now Watson. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
The Browns send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. A 47-yard punt, maybe a couple on the return. And the Colts are going to take over, albeit deep in their own territory. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage. So timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Working the middle here, that's complete to Moreau, the tight end. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point. And what's usually direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue. Not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off, but a nice game there for a first down.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Back to throw again. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Myles Garrett picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Now, the #1 mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
As we check the next-gen stats, you'll see he had precious little time to do anything with the football there.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on third down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Browns drive about to get started. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse. And it's out. He put it on the carpet. And the Colts pick it up. And some room to work inside the 20.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the fourth, a costly turnover. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll run here with Taylor. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal. Back to throw here. This will be swung out wide for Taylor. Touchdown! Jonathan Taylor. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Colts have taken a 4th quarter lead. Well, I think we both got to thinking, and the team that scores the first TD may be the one to win this football game. And here we go. Our first touchdown, and it comes in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, and it's a testament that both of these defenses were able to hold the line this long. But now, on the other side of the field, they've got to be thinking if they got it done, we should be able to punch one in ourselves.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter. And that one going to come up short. Low throw. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Back to throw, Watson. His throw incomplete. The Browns on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 10. Watson. And this is caught. Amari Cooper. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
Well, this is where an offense needs to show what it's made of, and in fact, where a quarterback needs to show what he's made of, trying to engineer a 4th quarter comeback, and he hits a big one right there.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Handoff comes to Chubb. Down to the 42, 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Now it's Watson, a bootleg. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts' 25-yard line. A strong pickup of 11 keeps their drive alive.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
A give. This is Chubb. They'll get this down to the 21, just on the edge of the red zone. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Chubb on the read option. And they're knocking on the door now as a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line. 51 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line. 2nd and 1 from the 2. Gets to the first man through. Watt trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily, you're right, but he did there. So they need 2 yards here on 3rd down. Remember, they're already 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Nick Chubb with now 15 rushing touchdowns on the year. And the Browns answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth quarter lead. So the rushing touchdowns continue to stack up, CD. That now 15 for him on the year.
And give him a ton of credit for staying healthy, being a smart runner, and it's showing just how important he's been to his team. He's got to be their MVP at this point in the season, and those votes may even turn into league MVP votes when it's all said and done.
Extra point by York is up and good. And that gives them a 3-point lead. So that one a long 11-play drive. And Nick Chubb the one to finish it off as he does so with a touchdown run. Fields it right around the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. And the Colts getting ready to go. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll try the left side with Taylor. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting. And even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Toward the sideline, it's complete. An athletic grab, but still well short of the first. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that's going to make it 4th down. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Here comes Amari Cooper and the rest of the Cleveland offense. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Watson. Eluding the pressure right. Looking sideline, incomplete. Another incompletion would certainly be ideal defensively. A big play now. This is 3rd and 10. Watson now to throw. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And he'll get this just across the 25-yard line. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. They'll get this off to Taylor. It'll go as a gain of 4. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down. Looking to throw. And able to complete it to Moreau. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2.
They brought in a heavy set on 3rd down, and that usually means running play. But we have seen them throw out of that formation. And sure enough, they snuck the tight end out on that one. Wound up hitting it for a 1st down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. Boyd's the target, and he has it over the middle. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Pass complete to Taylor, and they're going to get this up to midfield. 1st down now, but the clock continues to move.
That's good for a Colts.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. On a bad time late for a poor throw. It's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Browns have just about sewn up this football game.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
Cleveland offense making their way out. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a 1st down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
A pretty good looking run there on 1st down. That'll go for 9 yards, just short of the line to gain. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They run it again with Chubb. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here. Watson now to throw. Buying time to his left. And this one is incomplete.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
It'll be a net of 40 yards there following a 43-yard punt, 3-yard return, and out will come the offense as they take over. So the Colts now down 13-10, a minute 12 to go. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on 1st down. That's complete to Pierce, and he'll be corralled right around the 34. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Colts moving quickly here in the hurry-up offense. He's going to let it fly. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Denzel Ward right there in coverage to get the hand in. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's brought down. They took a big shot there. It pays off. A solid gain downfield. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with a football. The Browns in victory formation now as they take the knee. Now the Colts will use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. Down to a knee goes Watson, and that should just about do it for this ball game. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And this one won't be remembered for many offensive fireworks, but they did enough to get the job done.
And that's why it's a team game, because sometimes you have to lean on one part of your team. And they leaned on their defense. In fact, they probably went over there and asked for some help. Like, guys, we just don't have it in this one. Can you hook us up? And they did in a big way. Said, no problem. Put it on our shoulders. We'll carry you home. And they did exactly that.
So for Cleveland, they improved their mark to 12-4 with one game to go.